As a man thinks in his heart, so is he. It's in Proverbs somewhere. So I am listening to this thing about laws of attraction. There was something random on this streaming place that I'm not going to advertise for. So every time she's saying something, I'm hearing scripture that supports what's going on with this particular presenter. And I mean, law of attraction has been out there. Again, as a man thinketh, so is he. The issue of life come from your heart. What do you don't worry about anything, but through prayer and thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto God. And by the way, meditate on these things, that which is good, that which is praiseworthy, that which is Philippians 4:6-8. And one more, it escapes me now. Well, anyway, just thinking about so many scriptures that, forget your past, press forward to your future. Whether it's positive or negative past, forget about it. Because guess what? There's better to come. God promised you better. There's better to come. God promised you better. Okay. Am I meditating on what's better? What am I attracting in my life? That's the whole premise of this. What are you attracting? Whether it's people, things, whatever it is. It's all about what you put in your mind, what seed is planted and rooted in your mind to manifest whatever comes through, especially when you're an adult. Now, whoever screwed you up from before, that's, a chore to kind of wash and get clean from by renewing your mind, Romans 12:2. But at the same time, you have to allow your divine self to be a better health for your mental health and wealth, so that you can manifest God's best in your life. But it depends on what's in your chest, because what's in your chest, your heart, determines how really smart you are. Because if you think that your mind is better than the divine, you're wasting all your time. You are allowing somebody else's programming, like television program or social media, the median, the thing in between you and whatever you're reading, to take you from your journey. And as long as you're not on your journey, guess what? You off the path. So we have to take that bath, that spiritual bath, renew our mind, and stop wasting time trying to do somebody else's dream. This morning, I was so just, I wake up, I do my morning reading, I meditate on what the scriptures that God gave me to tell me what my forecast for the day is, and I look at the weather forecast, and so okay, let's get it done. So I'm moving forward. I get a call from my dad. He's like, hey, I need your help. I'm like, okay, I'm on the way. On the way there, I see a friend from high school, and he's a year or two older than me, probably about 2 or 3 years older than me, actually. He was an upperclassman when I was in 9th grade. So, but all A's, AP class, all A's, 4 point something GPA, like higher than a 4.0. And he been in scholarship, in school, on scholarship ever since he been in school. Never could figure out what he really wanted to do because he was so good at everything. But mental health was plaguing him. Ever since I known him, mental health has been plaguing him. And as I see him passing by, I see him from behind, and I see this guy who is barefoot, no shirt, and he looks a little bit distraught, and he's speaking. And at first I thought he was one of my old students who stays nearby, but then when he turned around and I saw his face, I was like, oh my God, that's so-and-so. And I was just like, dang. And it was just like, Lord, what to do? Pray for him and keep rolling. He working through it. And God was just saying, just because other people see differently, that don't mean that your paradigm of help for them, or your paradigm of what they should be doing, oh, you outside, you should be wearing shoes. Oh, you outside, you should have a shirt on. You know, whatever it is, they not bothering nobody. They not hurting nobody. They not, you know, indecently exposed. Leave them alone. They living their life. And even though I know he's had mental health challenges and was probably going through a work through moment, I had to still respect his right to be who he is and to work out his process the way he needs to work it out. I get to my parents' house and my mom's trying to help me as I'm doing a chore for my parents, and I have to tell her, Mom, it's your time was, I said, I'm 44 years old. It's my turn now. It's my turn to serve you. You've done well enough, and you continue to do. I mean, because every now and then she'll buy clothes for my children. You know, hey, take me out to eat or whatever, stuff like that. Just fellowship time and doing family stuff. So I'm just like, it's my turn. I got this. Trust me that I got this. And she looked at me and smiled and stepped back and let me do what I had to do. And, you know, she's such a wife. That nurturing, helpmate side, it was just, you know, and I wasn't trying to take that away from her, but at the same time, just letting her know, it's like, I got you. You changed my diapers. It's my turn to, you know, clean around your house and do this stuff without fail. If I go in my parents' house and I see trash, I just take it out. I don't even think, it's not even a thought about it. If I see some paper on the floor, I just pick it up. It's not even a thought. If anything's out of order, and especially if I got time to knock it out, I just do it without even being a thought. But isn't that what family is supposed to be? And I diverge a little bit from what are we attracted. Because if you're not putting out, planting seeds of love, and that's the main thing that brings things to you or pushes things away from you, your love walk. What are you loving? How are you loving? Who are you loving? Where are you loving? Are there limits on your love? Love doesn't mean you have to serve and please everybody, every time, all the time. No. First and foremost, you have to have a relationship with God that guides you in when and where and who to love. For example, early in the day, I saw a friend who God was just like, pray for him and keep pushing. I ran to my parents and served and helped. And so I hope you're able to understand from my example of how your love walk should flow so that you can be in flow. I tell you, when you just love, the flow of life just moves. So, I mean, it's not that you're not going to have challenges. Yesterday, I had an uncomfortable experience that I, at first, wanted to call racist because the person was of a different color, and I'm out in the sticks trying to dump some trash. But, you know, why not? The person was just rude. Why do they have to be a racist? Why not? The person was just being rude. Because I asked her, I said, did you not hear me saying anything? She's like, I didn't think you was talking to me. I said, I was asking you about the weight of the trash that I was. And I said it before you walked away. I said, you know what? That's okay. First experience like this, no problem. And I said, I'll never be back. And left that at that. If your business is not going to give me the courtesy or being able to answer a question, whatever you as a person representing that business attracts or detracts, you've detracted me. You subtracted me from giving you any of my money. Because the sign clearly stated $75 flat rate for anything under 9,500 pounds. I only had 1,000 pounds of weight. So I'm just like, what's the problem? What's the problem? You know, 75. I'm paying $100 in the 75. I said, you know what? You got that. Ain't even worth the argument. Ain't worth, because you making sure you know. So what I learned, my takeaway from it was, before I give my card, ask the question. Because once they take your card, guess what? They got control. She made sure she got that payment in and transaction, and you know, just ignored me as I may repeat it. You know, and I ain't raised my voice at her or anything. And you know, by the mere fact that she acknowledged that she heard something, she knew I was saying something and didn't acknowledge me. So I said, okay, lesson learned. Lesson learned. And with that, you have to recognize who you give your power to. Who are you listening to? I've had to so wash my mind from, when it rains, it pours. Oh man, how bad can it get? Are you really trying to attract that? Do you really want that in your heart? I've reversed that. How good can life get? And when I ask God, how good can life get? I mean, oh my God. Literally, it's just like amazing. I mean, to coordinate being where you need to be when somebody walking out the door to hand off something, you know, like, it's just amazing, and that's all I can say. And that's just a taste of it. To be in flow. Love flow is the most powerful flow. Love is the most powerful force in the universe. God is love. God is love. And oftentimes we hit brick walls and are brought to a pause or a stop because we've been out of the love flow. So what are you attracting? What's in your heart? What's in your mind? What are your thoughts producing? What seeds are you allowing to take root in your life? And I'm gonna just tell you, as you think, so are you. I thought of myself as so undeserving, and I attracted people who took advantage of me. Now I attract people who take care of me. And not to say I don't take care of the folks that's in my circle. I take good care of people in my circle. Very good care. If I I see something that need to be done, same thing, just like my parents. I just take care of it. I don't ask you to take the trash out. I walk through your house and I see some trash, even if it's a customer, you know, I ask. You know, like at one of the other jobs I was at, I saw a bag tied up on the floor, and I was like, "Hey, you want me to take this trash out?" And the customer was like, "No, that's, you know, for compost. It was for something else." And I was like, "Oh, okay." The customer had a garden in the backyard, and they did composting or whatever. But all I can say is, be careful of what's in your mind. Y'all have a good day.